Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support. I usually don't take it for granted. By supporting me in this video, ensure you like the video. I have realized that sometimes you bump into the video, you watch, and you forget liking. That is why I'm reminding you by supporting me, like the video. Thank you so much for that like. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a confusion here in between Raila Odinga's AUC bid and the last Amina Mohammed's AUC bid. Remember one thing, you cannot compare Amina Mohammed, the former CS of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's government, and the popularity of Raila Amolo Odinga. I want to tell you here very clear. If it was William Ruto that was going to make Raila Odinga to be the AUC chair, then let me tell you, without any doubt, Raila Odinga cannot clinch that seat. And I want to base my reasons like this. I have realized that some individuals are now coming out to compare the popularity of Raila Amolo Odinga and the popularity of Amina Mohammed during the last AUC contest.
This is not the first time that Kenya is making a bid at the AUC chairmanship. We had Ambassador Amina Mohammed, and she suffered a painful loss. I was in Addis, and there was a sense that Kenya's neighbors had betrayed her. What lessons do you think we take away from that experience?
Well, this is a different candidate, different time, different profile. And so I would imagine I would give it a new perspective, because that was 2016 when that happened. 8 years later, things change a lot.
So Raila Odinga had to overcome certain hurdles, including there was Executive Council decision made, I believe it was on March 15th, regarding the gender requirement. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Well, the gender has always been there. In fact, even when we were serving there, it was the Constitutive Act says that this AU is an equal employer, and therefore there must be 50% gender representation, meaning the commission, when I was serving, we were 10, and so 5 were ladies and 5 were gentlemen. And of course, you know that later on there was a lady who was chairperson, was her deputy. There was no problem. The gender still was very much balanced.
And some individuals also believes that the partnership of William Ruto with the US as a man that now is being called a traitor and a puppet, that relationship with the US is going to make Raila Amolo Odinga to be the next chair of African Union Commission. Forget that. It is not Joe Biden who is going to elect the next African Union Commission chair. It is these African presidents who are furious against William Ruto's moves, being a puppet and a traitor.
This is the Kenyan President, William Ruto. William Ruto is the biggest traitor on the African continent. The US President have vowed to reward Kenya and the Kenyan President, William Ruto, for being a traitor for selling out other African leaders to the United States of America. He has been selling information to the Americans. He has been sabotaging African unity. This is the guy that also promised to send policemen to Haiti to beat up other black people in order to subjugate them, to hand them over back to the United States of America for further subjugation, in order for America to continue to steal the resources of Haiti.
So already, William Ruto has been branded as a traitor and a puppet, a man that cannot be trusted. And if he's not being trusted as we speak, what is this possibility of him supporting Raila Amolo Odinga's bid to be successful? In fact, when William Ruto started this behavior of now being a puppet of these West countries and US, this was the day that I realized that if Raila Odinga was not having networks in Africa, it was going to be so difficult even for Raila Odinga to campaign. But Raila Odinga is a man that is well known. I'm not praising him, but the reality be told. Raila Odinga is a man that is well known across Africa. Across Africa. I want to give you an example. There are African presidents that will vote for Raila Amolo Odinga, not because of William Ruto. They are going to vote for Raila Odinga, not because of William Ruto, but because they do understand who is Raila Amolo Odinga. But this man, William Ruto, is showing us that he is the one who even forced Raila Odinga to vie for this African Union Commission. Then if that is not the case, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Raila Odinga is a man that is going to clinch this seat. He is going to clinch this seat. Not because William Ruto is popular. No. No. Because look at the relationship of William Ruto with other countries in Africa. There's a big problem. You know, some people, they don't see. There are big problem in terms of diplomatic issues with other countries in Africa because of these steps that William Ruto is taking. You know, I know someone will not accept this, but let us call a spade, not a big spoon. The reality is that. For example, look at the stand of Yoweri Museveni in terms of these West countries and US. He will support Raila Odinga because he do understand who is Raila Odinga. And in fact, some presidents, it will be easier for William Ruto to convince them because already Raila Odinga is a man that you don't need to explain a lot of issues so that they can understand who is Raila Odinga. He's a man that has been seen there for a long period of time. Even some of the current presidents of Africa, they were not presidents. They were either oppositions or maybe members of parliament. And so look at the issue of Congo. The president of Congo, Tshisekedi, will vote Raila Odinga as according to my opinion. I have not said that he must vote for Raila Odinga. He's going to vote for Raila Odinga according to my opinion because they are friends. They know each other. You know? But when you look at the diplomatic relationship in between Congo and William Ruto's government, there's a problem. Do you remember the election of Congo, where the opposition leader, Cornelius Nangaa, came out having his press briefing at Serena Hotel, Nairobi? Orders came from Congo that this opposition leader was to be arrested. William Ruto said he was not having that authority to arrest the opposition leader. So the government by then of Tshisekedi, when they were going for election, and by the way, he was re-elected with a lot of votes, 18 million votes. Now, when William Ruto was ordered to arrest the opposition, he neglected and he rejected it. And so what happened is that the government of Congo, they recalled their ambassador. I don't know if they have reinstated the ambassador, I don't know. So there is a push and a pull. Look at the Paul Kagame of Rwanda. He will support Raila Odinga, not because he understands more William Ruto than Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga has been there. They have worked together in this African Union Commission before. Raila Odinga was a high representative of infrastructure in whole Africa. So the truth of the matter is, no one should come out and lie to us that Raila Odinga might win this seat because of William Ruto. It is not. Raila Odinga is a man that has networks in Africa. And those who are thinking like that Raila Odinga is going to be favored because of William Ruto, take it to the bank. William Ruto is a traitor. William Ruto is a puppet. And some countries in Africa, they don't believe in him nowadays. And so they will come out to support Raila Odinga, not because of William Ruto, but because they do understand Raila Odinga. And so those who are coming out to compare the bid of Raila Odinga with the bid of Amina Mohammed, the former CS, of Jubilee government is not going to be compared, because when you compare the network that Amina Mohammed had with the current network that Raila Odinga is having, is a bit different. That is according to my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So know it very clear. Raila Odinga might win this seat, not because of William Ruto, but because he is having networks across the Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye bye till we meet in another video.